You're probably staring at a list of keg coolers, wondering if you're about to throw a few $100s into a unit that will sit idle or, worse, turn your favorite brews into warm disappointment. It's a legit worry. Nothing's more frustrating than buying a fancy piece of equipment that doesn't fit your space, your drinking habits, or your budget, only to end up with a half-used keg and a dent in your wallet. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What makes the Kegco 24-inch dual-tap Kegerator stand out is the way it tries to solve those three big questions. Will it fit under my counter? Can I actually use it every week and not just for parties? And is the price justified by the experience? The unit is advertised as both a built-in and a freestanding model, meaning you can slide it into a kitchen cabinet or let it sit in a game room. That flexibility is the first real value add, because most Kegerators you see online are either clearly a countertop appliance or a massive walking-style fridge. If you live in a townhouse or have a modest bar area, the ability to tuck it under a counter without sacrificing the look of a stainless steel interior is a big plus. Let's talk about the day-to-day reality of having a two-tap system at home. The Kegco comes with a direct draw kit, so you're not dealing with CO lines that snake across the floor or a tower that needs constant adjustment. You connect a standard 5 gallons keg, flip the tap lever, and you get draft beer at roughly 38°F thanks to the digital temperature display that lets you see the exact setting at a glance. In practice, that means you can pour a pint for a dinner party without waiting for a bottle to chill, and you don't have to guess whether the beer is still too warm. For people who entertain regularly, that immediacy feels like a genuine upgrade over pulling a six-pack from the fridge. Now, who should actually consider this machine? If you're a homebrew enthusiast who regularly taps half barrels, or if you host weekly gatherings where the same few friends enjoy a good IPA or stout, the dual-tap design saves you from swapping kegs midnight. The ability to keep two different beers on tap, say, a hoppy pale ale and a smooth amber, means you can cater to varied tastes without a lot of extra hassle. It also works well for small commercial spaces, like a coffee shop that wants to add a beer option without installing a full-size bar. The stainless steel interior helps keep the temperature stable and is easy to clean, which matters when you're dealing with spills and the occasional foam overflow. On the flip side, if you only crack open a single keg a month, or you're more of a wine and cocktail person, the dual tap might be overkill. The unit's 24-inch width is a decent size for a standard undercounter space, but you still need at least a 30-inch cabinet opening to accommodate the door swing and the rear ventilation. If your kitchen layout is tight, you could find yourself scrambling for a spot, and that's a cost you haven't budgeted for. Also, the system is set up for standard 5 gallons kegs. If you're hoping to run a 15 gallons or a Cornelius keg, you'll need adapters that aren't included, adding another expense. A hidden trade-off shows up when you think about the conversion feature. Kegco markets the unit as convertible to a regular refrigerator, which sounds like a clever way to get two appliances in one. In reality, converting means you have to remove the tap kit, seal the openings, and reprogram the thermostat. It's doable, but not exactly a weekend DIY project for the average homeowner. If you ever decide you want the fridge back, you'll be spending a few hours and possibly a service call to get it right. So, the conversion flexibility is there, but it's more of a backup plan than an everyday convenience. Another practical point is the digital temperature display. It's a nice touch because you can see the exact temperature without opening the door, but the display is located on the front panel, which means you have to tilt the unit slightly to get a good read when the door is closed. In a cramped bar area, that can be a minor annoyance. The temperature itself is consistent, though most owners report staying in the 36–40°F range without the unit cycling on and off too frequently, which keeps your beer fresh for longer. What about maintenance? The large stainless steel interior makes cleaning simpler than a plastic-lined cooler. You can wipe down the walls with a mild detergent and a soft cloth. The tap lines, however, need a regular purge with cleaning solution to avoid beer line buildup. The two-tap kit includes standard food-grade tubing, but you'll need a cleaning kit that isn't part of the original box. If you're not comfortable doing that every few weeks, you may find the system more work than you bargained for. That's a practical weakness that often gets glossed over in marketing copy: the responsibility.